Hi everyone, I'm finally back with the third and final video about players with the most boss kills on RuneScape 3. I've been occupied with a lot of real-life responsibilities recently, so all of the data in this video was gathered a few months ago and I'm just now getting around to recording it. I want to start off with 1KC update from last video for Archglacior, and I found a player named Poopoo16 who has 348,000 kills as of a few months ago, which is the new highest that I've seen for this boss. With that being the only update I have, I'm going to get started on the list for this video. RuneScape 3's Zuck was released a couple years ago with God Wars Dungeon 3. This boss comes in both normal and hard mode, and the waves take average players around 15 minutes to complete in normal mode and around 30 minutes in hard mode. During my search for this boss, I found players with high kill counts for both modes, but I wasn't able to confirm any leaders. For normal mode, I found a player named King Devo with 1600 kills. He also has 46,000 Grawdor kills. I was also sent a player named God's Ire who has over 3,500 combined KC. For hard mode Zuck, I initially found someone named Matt who shared his log in hard mode Zuck KC of 5.1 thousand kills. However, Matt also shared his kill count for Jad and Haraken, which didn't add up. Matt admitted that these kills were mostly done through a now patched bug, and he said that he's not the only one with over 5,000 kills from bugged kills. The highest legit kill count I found for Zuck belongs to a player named Dear No One. Dear shared his Zuck log in KC of 3,000 Zuck, 3,100 Haraken, and 18,000 Jad. And as a fun fact, he's also rank 1 Coliseum on old school RuneScape. Telos was a boss that I was extremely intrigued about when searching for kill count leaders. The boss came out in 2014 and has been well known as one of the best bosses as well as being a consistent moneymaker at high enrages. While searching for kill count leaders for this boss, I noticed that the majority of drop leaders on RunePixels were banned. According to the friends of the banned players, it's very likely that they were banned for real-world trading secondary to farming Telos drops. There were a couple players that I found who are believed to be legit players with high Telos KC. First is the well-known player and streamer named Goat. Goat has over 24,000 Telos kills, and I would not be surprised if he was the player with most 4,000% enrage kills. The other player I'm going to mention is Zaydu Buteko. Buteko was leader in Telos kills as of 2021 with 33,000 kills. However, if we take a look at the RunePixels drop high scores, the rank 1 is a player named Konde Zakula. This player is apparently Zaydu Buteko's alt. Buteko nor his clanmates were willing to share his Telos KC or log, but I would estimate a total of over 50,000 Telos kills across his accounts based on his drops and previously recorded kill count. If anyone has more information about this, I'd like to know more. As far as I'm aware, the next two bosses I'm going to talk about share the same leader. First of all is Queen Black Dragon. QBD was released in 2012. Looking back at the 2018 data report, there is a player with 80,000 QBD kills, which is already an insane amount considering the fact that QBD isn't great money. Before recent changes, the cutscene at the beginning of the fight used to take up a decent amount of time, translating to 400 hours spent strictly in the cutscene. I never thought I would find this player due to the fact that QBD isn't commonly killed anymore, and there are no PVM communities for it. But after doing some digging, I finally found the player, but he wishes to remain anonymous, so I'll address him as Jay. Jay stopped killing QBD at 80,800 kills, making him the highest QBD kill count I've ever seen. I was told that a player called I'm the Legend has more QBD kills at over 200,000 kills, but I never got proof of this. Something crazy about Jay is that he also has 150,000 Greg kills, which is the second most I've ever seen. In addition to this, he's most likely the leader for the Magister. The Magister was released in 2017, and it requires a key of the crossing to attempt the fight, which costs 500k at current Grand Exchange prices. According to the 2018 data report, the Magister leader had 15,000 kills, and according to Runescape, the leader was Leslie Burke at 29,000 kills. So when Jay said he had a lot of Magister kills, I was expecting it to be somewhere around 30,000. Jay shared a screenshot of a triple prestiged Magister, a total of 211,000 kills. This is crazy to me because, as I mentioned, the Magister requires a key of the crossing for every kill, and it hasn't been very profitable for a while now, so it's possible that he lost money in the process of farming this boss. On my search for the player with the most Legiones kills, I found a few players who have prestige kill count. The Legiones are another boss that is no longer very good money, but these players most likely did these kills when it was profitable. First is Beam and Berube, who both have around 60,000 kills. There is also a player in the comments from my last video saying they had around 64,000 kills. During my search, I found a player named Eek Naxu, who has 77,000 kills, which I thought would have been the highest, but under Berube's Reddit post, there is a different player who said they reached maxed out Legion's log at 90,000 kills, with the username BiggieCool. For Rocka, the player with the most KC I've personally seen is Leprechaun, who has nearly 23,000 total kills. I gathered this information from a couple months ago, and since then Leprechaun no longer appears on the RunePixels drop high scores. From the last video, Raziel God also has around 20,000 kills, and I thought I would find players with more kills for Rocka, but this ended up being the highest that I found. The King Black Dragon was Runescape's first boss, released back in September of 2002. To this day, the only player that I found to have at least 60,000 King Black Dragon kills is Sir Tony Ray. In the 2018 data report, there is a player with 63,000 kills, which may or may not have been Sir Tony Ray. It's very possible that there are other players with more kills than this now, but the boss is difficult to search because there's no good reason to kill it in 2024. Before moving on to the next boss, I did actually find the leader for KBD kills in free-to-play. A player named How to Run Away, or Hugh, is a free-to-play only player who's rank 1 for KBD kills at 37,000. He shared his collection log and his preset that he uses for killing the boss. Hugh is also rank 1 in hard mode Giant Mole for free-to-play. Speaking of old bosses, the Barrows Brothers were the third boss to be added to RuneScape back in 2005. RunePixels has a player named Burger Karen at rank 1 Barrows drops from last year, but unfortunately I couldn't find this account on the high scores. Rank 1 from this year belongs to a player named C1L. It was difficult to get in touch with C1L because he seemed to always be on mobile, but I was eventually able to get him to share a quick chat of his Barrows KC, which is 35,000. C1L says he kills Barrows for combat XP and clues. He doesn't believe that he's rank 1 in Barrows, but this is easily the highest KC I found. And for perspective, Old School RuneScape's rank 1 Barrows also has around 35,000 KC. Raids on RuneScape 3 is pretty unique because you can only receive loot once every couple days. However, the bosses can be killed repeatedly for pet chance. For this reason, some players have amassed a couple thousand kills just from hunting the pet, and some players have just consistently done raids for loot for years. Starting with Beastmaster Durzag, there are a few players that have an impressive amount of kills that I found in the raid's Discord. Yamadori and Aduello both have around 3,500 kills, and a player named D. Sears, or Mr. 38, has 4,100 kills. D. Sears is known to have one of the highest raids kills, but a player actually had 6,000 Beastmaster kills back in 2018. It was difficult to find who this player was, but it's believed to be a player named Krar, who reportedly has around 7,000 kills now. As far as Yakamaru, D. Sears is the leader at 6,100 kills. Following behind is Reaction at 5,100 kills. I Don't See You with over 5,000 kills on his main in all accounts. Aduello at 4,600 kills, and Yamadori at 4,400 kills. Just when I thought I was finished with this video, I had a post on Twitter randomly get suggested to me, which was a player named Dunge Titan who has 60,000 hard mode Kriara kills with a maxed out collection log. Dunge also has 8,000 hard mode Krill kills on a different account. I originally thought that there would not be many players with high hard mode God Wars Dungeon KC, but if anyone else has high hard mode KC, feel free to leave a comment. That's all I have for episode 3. I never did find kill count leaders for Vorkath, Hermod, Sanctum, or the Gate of Elidinus, so if anyone has information about these bosses, feel free to leave a comment. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've been very busy in real life, so it will probably be a while until my next video, which may end up being another unique accounts video or a true trem video. If anyone wants to message me, I put my Discord and my socials in the description.